Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is Good Old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the race. Time to get off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteers offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long, ball's at the 25. Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Winton. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. And the Vols are on the move. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On 3rd down, going up top. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Razorbacks offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step.
Oh, the ball's on the ground. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And the Volunteers have taken it inside the 20. Looking to pass. It's Dickey. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Runs through the tackle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With jet sweep pass. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Vols will hustle to the line. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet. But this offense is still in identity mode.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Graves. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. He'll pull it down and run. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Dickey. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown ball. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Colorado steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Boulder a ton of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Makes his connection. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Arkansas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. for the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The sure hands, it's Hicks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the 2nd half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Dickey. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the balls are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? 5 yards away from another third down conversion on this drive. He makes a grab, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tennessee!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think
this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll give it to the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
To the air, it's Dickey. He's got him in the flat. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Wants to throw on third down. He wants to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Graves. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in the elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is
Afterburner's coming. Powers through. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He wants to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Flanagan. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Defense in press coverage. He's looking for a man on second down. Lets it fly. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Finds his tight end. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna let it fly. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Vols are threatening in the red zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on first and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. Makes the catch. Touchdown Vols! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Is there anything this dude can't do? He's channeling his inner Condridge Holloway, Heath Schuler, or dare I say, the great Peyton Manning.
I bet he can't lead the band, Reese. I bet he's not allowed to do that. He's having himself a day. He's not there yet, but man, putting up some stats, doing what he wants. This offense is absolutely built.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Volunteers will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Lewis. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Makes the grab on the left.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up second and short.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Dropping back, it's Dickey. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Coming after him. Gets away from one. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. He caught it. Touchdown, Tennessee. And the pummeling has started. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets open down the middle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. At midfield, he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's right on target. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. They'll try the right side. Tough sledding there as picks up 1 to the 29. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. On go.
He wants to throw here on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Volunteers! The defense with the scoop and score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got it. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
That's just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to pass. Throwing right. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Got his man down the middle. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. And the defense drags him down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Give to the running back. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Fast motion in the jet sweep. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Got his man on the outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Line getting set on 2nd down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. And everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that. But they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They go right back to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards on the play.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.